You are watching 2+U Nevada, and I'm here with the Matts. We've got Matt Baca, Senior Vice President of Commercial Lending with Plumas Bank, and then we have Matt Harris here with Street Commercial Real Estate. Thank you guys so much for being here today.
Thank you for having us.
Oh my gosh, so we are talking about commercial lending, commercial properties, especially for first-time buyers. It's important that they're working with a team, folks that they trust. And Matt, talk to me why it's so important for Plumas Bank to also have camaraderie with the actual brokers out there.
Well, the biggest piece in it is a commercial real estate transaction can become overwhelming, especially for a first-time buyer. And that's why I think when you have these pillars of really a team that you can build with, whether it's your CPA, financial advisor, your lender or commercial lender, and then a strong broker or real estate agent, it helps you get across that finish line a lot easier, and it keeps the nerves at bay. It's a very stressful process, and that's where a strong lender and a strong broker come into play, and they usually work pretty cohesive to make it the best for the client.
And Matt, how long has Street been in partnership with Plumas Bank?
A couple years now. Yeah, we really like working with Plumas Bank and have closed some deals with them, and our clients have always been really satisfied with how smooth the transaction has gone and how open with information they are, and I think that's really critical to the process.
From your standpoint, it is so important that your clients have the money locked in, and that is kind of a no-brainer. So why is it so important from your standpoint that anyone going into business has a good relationship and knows who their banker is?
So the number one piece of advice that we give clients that are looking to buy, or even that are leasing, that are moving down that line, is having a good relationship with your banker helps you. They can help you align with your goals as an owner, and they could be out in front looking for ways to do that, including a purchase or investments or whatever you might need along the way.
So let's say somebody's out there and they want to start a business, or they already have an established business, but they are currently a tenant and they want to get into the buying process. Where does a buyer start?
There's a couple different directions you can go. What I would first do is go to your lender. You're going to want a lender, or you can talk to your CPA or attorney. You have to look at long-term goals, short-term goals. What are you looking to achieve at the end of the process? And that should direct you. Are you looking for a high yield return in the long run? Or are you looking for a quick turn on an investment short-term? So talking to a lender will help you identify if you're looking at an investment property, an owner-occupied property that you're going to be utilizing to operate your business out of. And while you are working actively with your broker to identify properties that you might be interested in.
And what type of loan programs should people be looking at specifically based on those specific needs?
So if you are looking at it from an investment perspective, and it's going to be, and that could be an investment, industrial building, multifamily, maybe office space, you're going to be doing something just conventionally with the bank. If you are owner occupied, where you're operating your business out of it, you have two options. You can go SBA, and a lot of clients use SBA 504 program, and then you can also go conventional with the bank. So
I saw you nodding with SBA. Kind of give us your 2 cents on the SBA.
Yeah, we love the SBA. It's a really great program for people that want to become owners and have a small business that really have identified the need to own. And it reduces the burden mostly on cost, down payment costs. And it's a great program that I think we encourage a lot of people to take advantage of.
There's always a monkey wrench when it comes into this process, or at least somebody thinks it's going to be smooth sailing and there's going to be a document that is needed or something like that, right? So what should be expected during the process for those that you're working with?
Paperwork. Lots of paperwork. In the beginning, just be aware of that. It's easier to rip the Band-Aid off and get everything going up front. Get the checklist, the due diligence you need to your broker along with the lender up front. That will make a smoother closing. You don't want to be in the 11th hour and then you're missing something that can change a credit decision. So being active, but also take the time and sit with your lender and broker to make sure you go through the time frame. I do that with Matt, where we'll kind of have a bullet point time frame for what we're expecting over the escrow period, and that way we're checking it off as we go through, and all parties are involved, and everybody feels a little bit better about the process.
You know, that's amazing that you said that you two will sit down in the same room and go through this checklist. Should that be the standard and what your customers expect?
I would say, especially for first-time buyers, for seasoned buyers or investors, it might not be necessary, but I think a hands-on approach and really digging in the weeds to answer the questions that might come up during that hands-on conversation is beneficial, so I do encourage it.
All right, Matt Baca, Matt Harris, thank you so much for joining us this
Thank you so
afternoon.
much.
You are watching 2+U Nevada.